Well, welcome back. That was worthwhile. We needed that. And before we went for a break, I told you that we would get questions from the audience. Now, we are blessed to have these beautiful people. They are still students of African Bible University, and they're going to fire my panel's questions, and then they will answer them. So let's get questions from you, and these ones will be able to answer them. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Your name and the question.
Thank you very much. I'm called Akai Samuel, African Bible University Senior. I come from Eastern Uganda, Kabisa.
Yes.
So my question goes to Mr. President of African Bible University.
That you mean Mr. Haman Bunza?
Mr. Haman Bunza,
Yeah.
President of African Bible University, 2023. So we had your talk, or I quoted something from you where you say that you are not studying to get a job. And we know very well there are very many universities in Uganda, African Bible University, Makerere, UIU, mentioned but a few. And many students have graduated from those various universities and various courses. And many of them are in villages looking for the job. Many are not employed. And apart from students also, there are some youths also who are in village, who have no opportunity to join African Bible University.
Yeah.
And they are also not employed. They are floating. Which advice will you give to such category of people? Yeah, as well as our discussion is concerned.
Yeah. So what advice would you give?
To understand you well is those people who do not have the opportunity to go to the university.
Yes.
But who want to have a job.
Yes.
Okay, that's what you're asking. Yes. What advice I would give to them?
Yes.
Alright. So let me first respond to that quote you made from me. That I said, okay.
You?
My name is Kendori John.
Yes.
And just to add on this question,
Yes.
how do you, since in the same line of serving, you're not studying to get a job, you studying to serve God. So may you help me understand how do you balance the two, since you have to take care of your family at some point, and you also have to serve God. For some of us who after graduation you become independent, like you have to take care of yourself, your needs, whatever you want. So help me understand how you balance the two.
But very good, because it was his question will be answered in the response that I was going to give to that part where I said I'm not studying to get a job. Well, personally, I'm in a unique position.
Yeah.
Being a student here, I came here in a unique position. Okay, I was already set for life. I'm not looking to get any richer than I am. I was set for life. It's unique for me. Not everyone has that opportunity, and I appreciate that, and I will respond to it. But if you're asking on a personal basis, I came when I was set. So that whatever I do after here is not to make myself more rich, but to serve, to give to God the time and allegiance that I feel that my life owes Him. But to get back to other people in general, okay? Someone is out there, they do not have the opportunity to come to the university or to any university for training. I would reflect back to what Jojo said earlier on in one of her communications. She said that we have to find a life purpose. which is to glorify God. And in glorifying God, it's not only going to church and praying. To glorify God is to also find ways in which He has blessed you and use those ways to earn a living for you and for your dependents. For example, there are people who can dig, there are people who can communicate well, there are people who have friends around. To glorify God is to also use those people to see how you can earn a living for those people. Education is very important. I need you to quote me right. But it is not the answer to everything. God is. So whether you're educated or not, you can earn a living. But how? Okay? She talked about it. How do you earn a living? So you have to have God first, glorify Him, and glorifying Him, I repeat, is not only going to church and pray. To glorify God means also to use the resources, to be able to see and recognize that this is a resource in my life. Some of us, if we don't care about people, you pass by people, you don't greet them, you don't help even with the little things you can help with. How are you going to expect that person to connect you to something that could make your life better? If you're your person, if you as a person do not live a life that is, welcoming, open, kind to other people, which always are biblical principles. So I think the first thing is to find a way to God, if that is possible, and God will give you answers. He'll be able to show you. I cannot tell you that go and do this, but I can point you to God who can point you to everything.
And also to add on what you have said, maybe to clear the misconception, we are not asking you to be lazy and go in church, sleep there every day. That's not glorifying God, by the way. And the reason I am compelled to think that he used the word service was that the word job in itself is limited to just making money. But Christians, people who get out of this place, work. Okay, let me use your term. They get jobs, but they are different at their jobs. They are not just doing it for the money. The money is coming in. Because think about it, we are told by teachers, they are paid, right?
Yes.
But they give us, they don't treat us as just beings in class, and they don't care about our lives. I can give you an example. My teachers know each and every student. They go an extra mile to know how you're doing. They are praying for you. They want you to become a better person. And this is what we are appealing for here. We are saying that when we go out there, we are going to fully serve and treat people like the way God would want us to treat them. If God has placed us in a place where we have to work and earn money, are we worth the money? Do we deserve it? The Bible talks about us laboring, not just being lazy, but do you deserve the money you're being given? And when you look at it in that perspective, the corruption will be reduced because you are not dying for the money, you are only getting what is rightfully yours. So you are not struggling to be corrupt because you are thinking about other people, you have other people in mind because God has called us to actually serve. So we're not saying if people in a Bible university don't want money. No, money is not bad. They just warn us against the love of money. When you overlove it, when you make it the ultimate thing, anything can be an idol. Even the good things can be idols. When you take a good thing and you make it the ultimate thing and it takes the place of God, it becomes an idol. So all we are saying here is, don't make money an idol, and you can go to any extreme to earn it at any cost, even if it costs someone's life or your dignity. Don't get to that level. But use money the way God would entrust it to you. Like God has entrusted to you money, how do you use it? Just think in those lines, because we're all struggling to get jobs, but just have that you are going to serve people even at your workplaces, and it is going to be God-centered.
And to add on just a little bit, and to talk about serving, we understand if you go through Bible, Africa Bible University, or if you have any understanding of how God expects us to deal or to work, or to behave, or to project ourselves out there in the workplace. You know this verse in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10, that we are God's workmanship, created in Christ for His good works, which He prepared before time. So we will understand that wherever you're working, if you stepping away from those who are seeking to work, but those who are working, all those who are going to enter into work, what makes it a service? And stepping out from it being just a means to be successful, or it being an end to a means to an end which is success. Yeah, you understand that I am here for these good works. Whatever you do, it has to be a good work. It has to be a good work in Christ. Going back to what you say, glorify in God. You know, with that comes contentment. With that comes dedication. With that comes responsibility. With that comes loving your job. With that comes loving the people you're serving. With that comes honoring God as you serve those people. You know, it's just a whole package, and you just have to understand it. You know, and live it.
Do you have any more questions from the audience? Yes, sir. Your name and the question.
I am Sitwa Ivan, like I said here. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here in this show. So my question is, I would like my pastor, my president is going out, he's a minister, and he has said he's going to be a servant of God, and I believe that because I've seen him, he has been a servant, he has been serving even to me. So my question is, you are going out there, but we have a problem which is moving, it's trading everywhere, and this problem is homosexuality. So as a leader, you are going in the community, how are you going to cause a change? Or how are you going to be a defender who's going to stand and then teach, or who's going to stand and then fight homosexuality in the country, starting from the people you are living with, that is your family, community, and then the world, and your country as well.
So let me respond a little and then ask the friend to help. Since the question is so the part of the answer is, you know, one in your last statement, starting from the family, the community, to the nation. Before you go into that, we have to understand on the biblical basis. You know that the closer we are, the closer we get to the coming of Christ, the worse things become. Things are not going to get better as far as our moral position is concerned. It's just going to get worse. We're going to hear worse things. But as Christians, what do? We shine the light. Matthew chapter 5. We are the light. And how do we shine our light to the world? We shine it in a way that men will see our own good works and then glorify the Father in heaven. But how do we shine this light? Do you go to every kind of person? No. He said it himself. You start from the family, then you go to your friends, then you go to your community, and then you go to the whole world. Just one step at a time. Start with the people that God has brought into your life and influence those people first. With your own good works, based on the truth of the Bible. However, do not think that it was going to stop. It wasn't going to stop. This moral decay is not going to stop. But we can only shine bright.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
Mazi, would you like to jump in?
To add what I was saying, what we very much agreeing, is also to know that change begins with you. Actions speak louder than words. You can use that tale of children, but they're most likely to do what they see their parents do. There are some things you will never teach a child, but you'll find them doing it. because they have seen you doing it. I have a young toddler and he does things that someone can tell he has grown up with the elder sister because of the choices of words at some point when I'm with him. Because
The influence.
yeah, the influence. So first of all, God has created us that we are, like he said, we are to be the light, but also just live out your Christian values. You will get frustrated because you will want to do the work, but it's God who does the changing. And he can do it through you by you just being a faithful Christian. Stand by what you believe in. That is so much work, by too much work. Just check your daily obedience. It's too much work. But if you just stand by what you believe in, haven't you had people say, why is she different? Why does she live the life she's living? I have had my friends, many of them, that just from looking at how I lived my life, actually good to change. And I'm telling you that there is something about how this girl does her things. And I never said anything to them. A point in cases when I was going through tough things in my life, and then I was at this church, and then just trusting in the Lord and not thinking of getting money from men and all those things. And someone walked up to me and said, I have never seen a girl at campus persevere, but I have learned my lesson today. And because you have gone through it, I think I will go through anything that comes. Set the best example for anything. When you live, sometimes you don't even know the person you're what? The person you're influencing. God has called you, like he said, to be the light, and the best way to be the light is to live out your Christian life. You can do the talking, but people will really just see the way how you live your life, and people will change through that. You can't change the whole world, by the way. That you should have in mind. But when you live your life, someone learns from you, and they also live their life faithfully. Someone else will learn from them. You see how the world is changing. The change begins with you. Just holding your Christian values. Hold them fast. Just stick to what you've learned. Hold it fast and walk in daily obedience. And that's how anything else, not even just homosexuality. Even as we're going out, these ones are going out for jobs. Your plan is not to just go and begin trashing everyone you find. Oh, you guys are doing things wrong. Just do things right. Yeah, people will.
Okay, is there any other question from the audience?
Yeah.
Then we call it today, yeah.
I am Amoro Mercy. I have a question for my sister Jojo. She's joined, but we like to call her Jojo. We have a lot of conflicts going on outside, like in our communities. We have domestic violence, which has caused a lot of problems.
Yeah.
People are committing suicide, people are killing their friends.
Breaking point.
Yeah, and it has distorted a lot of things. So you as a Bible student who has been in a Bible university, how would you reach out to those people and make them handle their conflict in biblical perspectives?
Conflict management, conflict resolution.
Well, thank you, Mercy. We studied a course called conflict management. So guys, you see, we studied a lot of things. Definitely, yeah. Like I said in the first words I said, something I kept repeating was, Bible has the absolute truth. There is every answer in the Bible. I am going to answer that question with a verse in the Bible. And I'm going to read it for you. Don't think I'm making things for myself. I'm going to read from Matthew 18:15. It reads, if your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone. If he listens to you, you have gained your brother. It continues to say, but if he does not listen, take one or two others along with you, that every charge may be established by the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. That is the second answer. Must your questions. First, go to that person, talk to them, 2 of you. If he doesn't, then you can get 1 or 2 that to go with. Then the third answer that you can get from here is, if he refuses to listen, tell it to the church, and if he refuses to listen even to the church, let him be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. That means if he has failed to listen to the church, if the elders have done their part and he still can't change or she can't change, then there is nothing you can do. It's God who changes our hearts. But for you, you've done your part. You've talked to him or her, you have called another witness, and things getting out of the hand, you've taken him or her to the elders in church and has still failed, then there is nothing else you can do. So really, everything that happens, we have answers in the Bible. If you didn't get the verse well, it is Matthew 18:15. Yeah, really, if you read that, you can see what to do.
Then also to add to what you said, meekness. The one thing we can do is, meekness, anger under control. Sometimes when we are faced with conflicts, we act out of rage. We act out of rage. But ask God, if you're the one in that position, to give you the grace to stay in line and not get overly angry and go overboard. Because I think somewhere in the Bible says, if you're angry with a brother, don't go down when you're still angry with them. So, and God has, somewhere in James, if anyone lacks wisdom, they should ask the Father, something like that. Yeah, John 1, something like that. So, ask wisdom most of the times to handle these things. Conflicts are always complex. They are complex things because we are complex human beings. But just be meek, like meekness is key. To just know how to control your anger. And because sometimes the conflicts come up when you're the one who has been offended. You have not offended, but you're being offended. But just to know that God has called you to be wise, to love, that even when a brother has done something wrong to you, you're not quick to want to do something back, but you take time to just think and know that it is God who does the revenge. And when God has worked on you, you're able to even go and actually even ask for peace between the both of you. Someone will learn, oh, I actually wronged with these people. And the reply is that they're asking for peace. So God has given us all the wisdom, and like she said, everything is in the Bible. Read your Bible, please do. And ask God. Prayer is key in this world full of conflicts. And some battles are quite very small. You're not called to fight every battle there is. Some battles you're supposed to fight on your knees. And some battles are also there to bring you closer to God. The person you may think of as your enemy, God can change their hearts and they become your greatest allies. But that can begin with how you were able to manage a conflict with them. So meekness is key, and just to know that God has the final say in our lives and He takes the revenge.
I think the general principle, of course I agree with both of them. The general principle that the verse here was saying is that conflict happens between two people, or two parties, and it should be solved by two parties. You don't only work on yourself, but as you work on yourself, work on them. because it happened between two people, and that's a mistake. Sometimes less Christians do. You want to forgive a person, but stay away from the person. You want to be kind. You want to forget the incident that happened, but again, you don't want to deal with it. You can forget it by yourself, but it happened. The way the Bible is describing is that it happened between two people, so deal with it between two parties.
You mean it's the kind of the Bible analogy?
Yeah.
The word of God being the truth. So
Yes.
it cuts the one you're preaching to and
Cuts
you the
the
preacher.
Yes. And then you can add on the principles that she's been talking about. You can keep praying. It's not just leave them to the Gentiles, but also as a Christian brother and sister, keep praying for the person, keep loving the person, even though they refuse all the levels of your resolution. Keep praying, loving, doing acts of kindness, knowing also that I was forgiven. I give worse things to God, and He keeps forgiving me, bringing me back. Also, keep doing the same.
All right. You see, every good thing comes to an end. It's been an interesting discussion. Hope you've been able to learn something, as I have. All you can do for us is to hit the like button. You can subscribe and also leave a comment. This is going to go on, and of course, you can hit the alert button. Next time when we upload a new video, you'll be able to see it or to get a notification. But anyway, it's been a wonderful time having you here. Thank you so much, Mercy, Aman, and John, for coming. You guys, you've made this possible. Thank you so much for showing up. And to our dear students from the African Bible University who are seated in the audience, thank you so much for showing up. You came through. I appreciate your presence here. And also big up to the technicians who are making sure that we shoot this video. You're awesome. Thank you so much for what you are doing. And God bless you so much. Thank you for watching this. Remember to like the page, subscribe, and also leave a comment. We will be able to meet soon as a new video is uploaded. For now, God bless you and bye.